Hello, Bumpy McSquigums here. I want to thank you all for joining me here at the Freak Show. This is episode 15 of my Let's Play of Cities Skylines. In the previous episodes, stuff happened. I still am having a horrible time with filling jobs with my industry. I don't know, I keep putting more and more home-like stuff out so people can live and breathe and exist, and it doesn't seem to be helping much. Unfortunately, our people are apparently far too educated to become good farmhands. And I realize that, again, this is not all wonderful for agricultural needs, but the problem isn't that, it's the fact that there's no workers. As you see right here, 5 out of 12, not enough. We need more. So, that being said, we'll have to figure out how we're going to deal with that soon. But for now, that's actually not our biggest, well, I wouldn't say our biggest problem, or I don't know what I would say in that regard, but we have bigger problems. Our commercial needs are actually quite high, and we do not have a solution for that right now. So I think I'm going to try to solve some of those issues by, you guessed it, slotting in some additional commercial zoning right here, right now. And there we go. High density commercial, oh gosh. Oh lord, there we go. Yay for high density commercial zones and stuff, and junk and stuff. You know, you get the idea, guys. All right, so there we go. That is all sweet, nice, well and done, and glorious, and all those wonderful, fun adjectives or adjectives, as it were. All right, there we go. Problem solved. Maybe the problem solved. I don't know. Our industrial needs are still pretty high. We are trying to do forestry over here. I thought I was. Maybe I didn't quite... I districted this, but I didn't actually make it forestry yet, did I? No, I did not. Okay, so what we need to do now is murder some of the businesses that popped in. In fact, all of the businesses that popped in, we're just going to murder everything. Because why? Well, we're rude and mean and crude like that. And we wanted all forest industry type buildings. So... that being said, the industrial people probably not going to be super happy with us. I'm okay with that for now, but eventually it might cause a problem down the road. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, don't want to destroy that. Yeah, you guys could have yelled at me and told... no, I'm sure you guys thought I did everything right. I mean, I thought I did everything right. Totally didn't do everything right. I don't know what that is. I should probably figure that out. Oh, that's a medical clinic. Rather not bulldoze that if I can help it. Fortunately, these guys were all doing pretty well. I'm going to have to murder them all off. That does make me a little bit sad. Okay. Now, if I'm not wrong, everything should be good now. And it should all be zoned for forestry, though I may have just murdered the, might have murdered something there. We'll see. We'll throw some trees out in this wonderful slop of nastiness here. Just kind of fake transplant the forest, make it look a little bit more foresty and stuff. Yeah, whatever. Alright, so there we go. So totally solved that problem. The district is there, right? Like it's filled in completely. Yeah, and it is now forestry industry. Okay, forest industry. In addition to that, we still have a tremendous amount of money. We have over $1 million. We have to start doing some stuff. So, let's see if we can enact a few policies here. Like maybe an education boot. No, we don't want that one. Definitely don't want it. We'll do free public transit. That's going to hurt us. Definitely hurt our bottom line, but overall it'll be okay. We'll do smoke detector. Yeah, I think something like that. And parks and yeah, sure. Parks and recreation. There we go. So we just cut our funding down tremendously. Wow, that's actually more than I thought it was going to hit us. Oh my gosh. We might go into the red off of this, guys. Well, we have a lot of... nope, we're actually climbing again. Alright. So we have a lot of reserve stuff there, so I'm not totally despising it. Like, it should still work out. That'll eventually fix itself. I'm okay with that. Probably... still some serious traffic issues over here. Like some pretty heavy congestion, but it's okay. It's okay. We can probably start sending some buses out over on this side to get some of the residential needs handled. I feel like only having the one bus station is probably starting to be somewhat detrimental, and the fact that we don't have water to all this stuff. also a little bit bad. So let's see if we can't slot in the rest of the water that we need. There we go, something like that. And then maybe like 2 more. Nope, a little bit lower. 1 like right there-ish. Sure. And then 1, it's going to do a little bit of overlap, but not too bad. There we go. We actually need more water pumping stations, ironically enough. Yeah, let's just throw 1 right there. Let's see why not. Connect that up to the water system, and there it is. Eventually, this will either all eventually fall apart and nothing will happen, or it'll work itself out. I mean, those are the 2 options. I'm going to let it go. I'm going to let it ride for now. We'll see. It looks like all of our needs are being met at this point. What I'd like to do is probably throw another bus terminal area, maybe over here. I think that's exactly what I'd like to do. So maybe like right off of this bus depot. Yeah, like right here. And then we can maybe start sending some additional bus lines all throughout the city here. So we'll start, let's see, we'll start up like here. I realize we don't actually have anything up there just yet, but we can start there. Need to get a little bit closer. Apparently I can't click on... Is this like a one-way road? What have I done here? Why can't I... Like, what's the deal here? Like, what? Well, I apologize, guys. I don't know what's going on, but I guess maybe I did a one-way road at some point here on accident. Apparently only on that one little area. Well, that's a mistake. Sorry, guys. I haven't made a whole lot of mistakes like that. I mean, I've made a few little ones, like... the reason this was messed up down here was because I had to readdress this corner, and then I fixed it within the same episode. I mean, I haven't left a lot of stuff that just didn't work that I know of as far as the road system goes. Oh gosh, that's really starting to back up a lot. Huh. That is such a bad design, too. Well, the goal for this one was really more of an outflow than an inflow. Well, oh, sorry. I'm totally mistaking that for what it is. That's the junction between the city. Okay. Like, why is this dude waiting here? We're gonna have to come up with another solution, because that's simply not gonna work completely. It'll sort of work. Like, folks rather would just go back and forth between the 2 cities. Alright, well, we're gonna have to come up with another solution, so I might just bulldoze something here, maybe, or... maybe like here, and then just bring this straight out in. I don't know. But things are a little bit sketch right here. I'm not gonna lie, it's definitely not looking super good. Don't suppose I can upgrade that at all, can I? Probably not. Let's see if we can't maybe somehow... Can I try to upgrade that? Like, I don't think it's gonna work. Like, yeah, that's way too big to upgrade. Well, we'll demolish some of the industry on this side, but I mean, it could be upgraded there. Space is already occupied. I think I'm gonna bulldoze it, try to fix it. Sorry, guys. I know it's not exactly ideal here, but I mean, if we can get this to work, that would be kind of beneficial to me on many fronts. So we'll see what we can actually make happen here. Okay, and then how far do we have to go before we... Okay, we'll go there, and then we'll try to... we'll try to hook around into this eventually. I mean, you would have to assume that at some point, like at some point, we would be able to hook back into the road system here. And it's refusing. It's like, no. There we go. Okay, so now there's a kind of an injunction between the two. Gosh. Well, I guess it's not really an injunction, it's a... I don't know the word I'm thinking about, guys. I'm sorry. The road just looks so totally just disgusting. It really does. Is that a one-way that I just did too? See, I don't even know what I just did. What is this? 3-lane one-way road. Yeah, that's not gonna work. We're gonna have to do that with a probably a 6-lane with some updating here. It should fit all the way across. The only thing I'm worried about is the actual junction points. Yeah, see? That's exactly what I thought. We're going to have a little bit of a problem with that. Alright, well, let's get rid of the bulldozer. And we're going to have to kind of go with this again. This does suck, guys. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's absolutely garbage here. Like, this shouldn't be a problem, but it apparently is. Alright, well, we'll try it again. There we go, and then what is this thing? Can we get this to actually work, or... Doesn't look like it. Does not look like it wants to connect at all. Well... I suppose what we could do is maybe like that, and then just bulldoze this. Kinda works. Okay, and then back on this side... I don't know why this is such a problem here. Alright, we'll keep trying, guys. We'll keep trying. I know the road system is kind of... It's a bit wonky, to say the very, very least here. Oh, we had it. There it is. Yeah, okay. Well, that's very bizarre, but hey, you know what? That works. Now all the flying cars should be able to come back in. I mean, I don't know if that's going to help traffic or make it worse, but it's going to do something. It's going to do something. There's fires and stuff over here. Do we have a fire department within range of this place? Okay. Oh, yeah, we do. Right there. Bam. What? The Paradox District is doing work. We're still making a decent amount of money, but we're not making a tremendously huge amount. Oh, what did I do over here? Oh, our bus stop. Let's see if we can't continue along the bus stop line here. Now that we actually... Let's slow down to 1x. Now that we actually have... We actually have a way of doing this, which is amazing, by the way. Just saying, it's like kind of a big deal. Having roads that actually work. I mean, who knew? Who knew that would be a thing, right, guys? Who knew that would be a thing? Yeah, we'll kind of just wind our way through the town, I guess. Maybe down to here. And then... What do you guys think? Like, maybe to here? And then we come over here. Do we reconnect over here at all? Oh, we do. Okay. We throw it there and then reconnect up there. But there it is. It's a very long bus line, but it'll work. It doesn't cover everything we could ever want, but it's not bad. It's not too bad. I feel like we could probably throw another bus line over here, maybe. Just kind of wend our way through. It's apparently the phrasing of the day, wend. When the moon hits your... No, we're not going to do that. Okay, that's totally fine. I don't disagree with you guys. That is a bad idea. We do not want me singing various random things that I don't even know what it is. Like, songs I know, it's bad enough that I sing, but songs I don't, probably worse. Alright, there we go. A little bit more bus linitude, and it looks like this actually goes all the way around and kind of intersperses amongst things. We can probably send a few... It's gonna be a bit weird, though. Like, to get this to work because of the way... the nature of this whole thing. Okay, and then where did this actually start at? Way over there, huh? Alright, there we go. Okay, we'll let time pass, and hopefully soon this will all actually come together. We'll see, though. I mean, we'll see. We need more coming this way. If they do, we'll start looking good, but again, our commercial needs are going through the roof, unfortunately. Alright, so let's take a look down here. We don't really have much or any commercial over in this area, do we? We have none over here, so let's slot in some commercial on this side of things. And if all this pans out properly, we'll actually have a little bit of commercial needs taken care of. I mean, it's obviously not going to end world hunger or anything, or provide jobs for millions and millions of people, but it'll do a little bit. It'll do a little bit here, I feel. Yeah, something like that. We can have a couple of quickie marts on the side. I mean, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay, and even down here, I don't know, maybe just throw that out there like that, and then like bam, in there. Yeah, something like that. I think that'll be okay. That'll meet some of the commercial needs. I think we need some more office building space, though, to be 100% honest here. And I'm leaning toward maybe doing some over here. I mean, we have a lot of the higher educated folks that are going to kind of want higher educated jobs. I mean, they're already kind of snobbish. Did I... No. Sorry, guys. You don't get to live there anymore. You were never supposed to live there to begin with. Shame on you guys for somehow sneaking in. It's not their fault you're terrible at clicking things. This is true. It's true, but I'm going to blame them all the same. They knew better. They knew I wasn't telling them that they can move in there, and yet they still did it. So, I mean, who's worse? The one who makes the mistake or the one who capitalizes upon it? I think the one who capitalizes upon it, that they knew it was a mistake, and they just jumped all over it. I think they're worse, by far. In fact, what I think I'm going to do now is probably just get rid of that. Just throw like a bam. Small house there. Yeah, something like that. Okay, some more high density commercial zone. I'm wondering if I should do something here. I'm leaning toward not, though. I don't want to. I don't really want to. I think we're fine. I'm going to probably go along this. Just like slam that in there like that. Yeah, there we go. Boom. What? Get wrecked. Alright. And there we are. There we are. Things are looking pretty good. Things are looking rather nice. There's sick people in this office building. I have no idea why there would be sick people there. Does anybody else? Didn't think so. Wow, we actually don't have medical coverage over this side of the world, huh? Alright, well, let's throw a hospital over here. Bam. Let's throw another hospital up. Maybe we can do like a cemetery over here. We have a body burning facility right there. Why not do a cemetery like right off of Don't really want to bury people in an industrial sludge and then have radioactive zombies come back to haunt me. That seems like kind of a bad plan, so we're going to try to avoid that plan from coming through, and we're going to go with... Oh, I don't know. Let's go with some single straight roads going this way. Yeah. Slot that in right there. Maybe we can get some industrial parks and stuff in here. And by industrial parks, I don't mean that at all. I mean like actual parks. Don't know where the industrial side of things came from. I have no idea, guys. It wasn't me. It was my evil twin speaking. It's totally fine, though. You have to let him out to breathe every once in a while. Otherwise, he dies, and, well, that's not good. You don't want to murder things. Or do you? Well, maybe you do. Maybe you're murderers. I don't know. Oh, no. I didn't mean to... No, I don't want that at all. I really don't like that. I apologize, guys. That's me being terrible once again. There we go. That's a little bit better. Yay! Okay, so there we go. And, you know what? I feel like we could probably... There it is. Yeah, there it is. Could probably do something like that. And then maybe do some regular residential areas over here. What? I know, right? Boom. Get wrecked. And there it is. We'll do that, and maybe we'll do like a big park up here if it'll fit. I think it will. I could be totally wrong, though. Big park. That's not a big park. That's not really a big park either. Where's the big park? Park with trees. The road's too close. Darn it. That road's too close too, really? Well. Like, the big park almost fits there. Well, you know what? Guess what? There is no road there anymore. The big park's gonna fit now, isn't it? Park with trees. What? What? Must be placed on our... Oh, okay. My bad. My bad. There we go. And it is done. We have a nice big old park right there. And we can't really connect to it, so that's totally fine. And I suppose we just run like that. There we go. So we still get to utilize most of it. And who knows what we can throw in there. Something cool maybe. I don't know. But yeah, overall I think we're doing pretty good here. We can start picking garbage up again on that front. We'll make sure we're going at 1x here. 54% full. We'll offload with you. We'll come on down here. We'll have you pick stuff back up. We'll have you dump stuff off. And we have no landfills over here. It looks like we at least have power down here, though I don't know exactly how. But I'm not really complaining. I'm okay with that. And let's see down here, did they ever figure out their worker situation? Does not appear to be so. That's okay. That is okay. Some of them seem to, like, be working. I mean, not a tremendously huge amount, but look, 7 out of 8. That's not bad. That's not too bad. The real cereal. Like, some of these are okay. They're actually kind of working, so we'll take it. Like, I'm okay with overeducated workers, but they need to actually have jobs and people filling those jobs. I mean, if they're overeducated, that's fine. But, you know, they still need to actually show up and work. They need to show up and work. Well, I'm overqualified for my job. I should be paid more. Or you should find a job you're qualified for. Or shut up and deal with the pay that you get, right? Am I right, guys? Am I right? No, I imagine people are probably, like, up in arms against that. Like, what are you talking about? I went to school for X number of years and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I know, guys. I know. Ooh, look at that. That's a lot of people. Like, that's a tremendously huge amount of folks. My God, my buses are working so overtime right now. It's actually scary. Okay, well, I think we need to do some funding changes here, guys. The budget for the travel system here. Where's the bus system? There it is. This needs to go up. We're going to send that up to like 125%. I think even the metro maybe up to 120. And I know the train system. Is this the train? Yeah. The train system's really overworked. We're going to go to 135% on that. So that's going to hurt our bottom line. But I mean, still, we have 1.2 million. I mean, what are we going to do with 1.2 million? There's a little bit, like, we can't even build these fancy buildings anymore because we have so much stuff. Not sure, we are still growing, and we're going to hit the 32,000 milestone here in just a minute. So I'm pretty excited by that, and then we'll probably break off the episode shortly after that. What's going on over here? Emptying finished. Oh, okay. Didn't know you were emptying, but congratulations. Okay. Anything else I need to be abreast of the situation? No. No? Okay. Our traffic... Oh, gosh. The throughfare is still backed up really, really heavily here. I'm going to have to probably connect over to there and then down here. Yeah, I think that'll be okay. Let's do that. Let's get a connection between there and here. Let's see. We'll go with... Yeah, we'll do that. We'll just kind of... I'd rather freeform it if I could. We'll start going up. We'll kind of bring it around over here. And then just tag it. Yeah, just like that. Bam. Slam it right in. There we go. Alright, so that should be another way in and out of the city. I don't know how many people are going to actually use that. This guy's like, hey, I can take this weird random road. Doesn't look like anybody's using it right now. But look, ladies and gentlemen, we reached 32,000 population. That is sweet, sweet, nice. We have more stuff we can build. We can have ships now. I don't know what ships are for, but we have a harbor and a cargo harbor that we can utilize. That's pretty exciting. So I would like to see how that all plays out. And this is by far the furthest I got. Okay. For a larger city territory. Okay. Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Our road. Hey, somebody's using the road. You're the first passenger on this road. You're driving a Prius, man. No, that's not true. Alright, so let's see here. Well, that's something, I guess. And then I'm almost tempted to, like, do another branch off over to here. I might even do that, actually, guys. I don't see why I couldn't. Just, like, slam that in. Yeah, there we go. Let's get, like, a little bit of cross-traffic going in here. I think that'll be okay. I think that'll be okay, and we'll be able to utilize that, and then I'll probably expand this out a little bit more later, but not quite yet. Let's go see what about the harbor thing. Pretty excited by that. Let's see. Ship. We have the harbor, and how does this work? Does it have to plop on a road? Harbor only place the location has access to a ship route. Oh. For a dotted line. Do we have that anywhere? I don't think we do. Like this dotted line, look for a dotted line on the sea. I don't think we actually have that. So yeah, we can't actually use. Oh, that makes me sad. Out of the city limits, huh? Huh. This is pretty interesting, though. I mean, it's kind of cool that we can actually see this stuff now. We could do it into a lake. I don't know how well that would work, though. Well, I guess we can't use ships, which makes me a little bit sad. I won't lie. Out of the city limits, cannot connect to a route. Not connect to the route. Building must be placed on the shoreline. So it literally has to go on the shoreline. But it can't connect to a route because there is no route. Alright, well that's fair, I suppose. Alright, well apparently we can't use ships. So be it. I guess the next milestone is going to be 40,000 people. Well, we're getting there. We're getting there slowly. Do we have fire safety over on the side? We do not. So we'll need to slot that in. Maybe we'll do a firehouse over here. Use some of that cash money we have. That's the police station, ironically enough. This is good. Oh, wait, no, that was the fire station. My bad. And we can do a police headquarters here, too. Right next to the fire station. I think that's fine. And yeah, now everybody should be... Oh, look how happy that made everybody. Holy cow, that was a pretty big, an outcry there for crime, I guess. That's nice. Alright, and we have the hospital already. Incinerators being burned. I mean, is our trash being handled? I think it is. Yeah, the incineration status is okay still. We could probably use a few more incinerators. I mean, I don't see why not. Let's see, where can we throw this that would actually be okay? I don't see anything real super close here, but maybe... Well, I don't want to do it there either. Yeah, we can throw one there. We can throw maybe another one up here. Oh, that won't quite fit there, huh? Okay, well I'm okay with that. We could stick it right there, I guess. Yeah, they're like, hey, don't do that. We don't want to smell dead bodies. I bet you don't. Too bad. Deal with it. Alright, we'll throw another incinerator right... You know what? I think we're gonna buy up some of the land around us. We don't have to necessarily use it right away. But I don't see why we can't just purchase it up. I don't think it'll hurt us any if we have some more land. So there we go. We'll buy the stuff to the east. There we go. And that means that I can now place my incinerator right here. Without any problem. There we go. Boom. It is handled. Alright. It looks like we're still having some abandonment issues and stuff down here. But it looks like things are actually coming together. Quite a few people are working. They're sure there's still abandoned stuff and whatnot. But overall, I gotta say, it's actually looking pretty darn good. And what about the wood thing over here? It could be better. It could be better. Sorry guys, it's still, there's clearly not enough workers. But that's kind of a given, especially considering, well, considering we have no residential area at all over on this side of the life. I think we need to get rid of these people. I'm leaning toward we should get rid of them, simply because we could have more people and better housing there. In fact, I think it's going to happen, folks. I think I'm going to have to remove all of the housing on this little strip here, and then slot in some high-density residential because, well, as it stands right now, they are just kind of a waste. I mean, we're going to lose some people down here, but we're kind of growing rather rapidly at this point. I think I would much rather have high-density residential here than the low residential, or the low-density residential. So there we go. I'll throw that in there. I kind of want to bulldoze the whole line, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm going to let it slide just like that. We'll see how that plays out. I think I can do more residential slotting in up here. I can indeed. I stopped a little short of the bubble, as they say. I don't really know who says that, but I'm sure somebody says it somewhere sometime, so we'll pretend like it's a very common saying and that I'm not making stuff up as I go, because clearly I'm not. Alright, well, we have a lot of high-density residential. We'll have some regular residential in here. We'll kind of intermix it a little bit, like maybe all along this little area over here. There we go. And then we'll have a lot of the more heavy city buildings on this side. I might do some office buildings over here. In fact, I think I will. I think I'll just toss... can we do it this way? Yeah. Toss that in there, make sure I get all of these tagged up correctly and not miss any like I tend to do. It's one of those things that I do quite frequently and I do apologize for. There we go. Marquee tool doing work. Alright. We'll let time pass a little bit more, and yeah, I think Bumpy Hills is coming together rather nicely, folks. Expanding out to the west has been pretty profitable, I suppose. I mean, it's obviously not 100% perfectly straight, but my city never has been perfectly straight. And over here... it's not perfect, but it's working. I mean, we have more businesses not failing than we have failing at this point, which is pretty good, considering the massive amounts of failure we had before, and it looks like our commercial needs are starting to get up again. What's going on over here? Low land value. Well, I guess I could start replacing some of these roads, so maybe that's what we'll do in the next episode, guys. I'll come through, I'll finish off all these roads, get rid of the dirt roads, since I guess the city is now at the point where it wants to grow a little bit larger. And we had to do it over here, and I guess it helped overall. But yeah, stuff is still... it's not 100% working, but we're getting there, guys. We are getting there. Things are coming together. We have some random new stuff. Our new road system here, I can't say is doing a lot to offset the traffic, but it's doing a little bit. So there is some traffic offload over here. It's not all right here. Quite a bit of it is, though. Quite a bit is. It's going all like directly into the industrial side of things. And yeah, our offload of the garbage is actually pretty nice too. And we've lowered our income by a significant amount, but we still have a lot just sitting there, so I think we're good. I think we're in a pretty good place at this point. It's unfortunate that we cannot... oh good, that actually did a lot of pollution reduction there. I think we're in a pretty good place. It's unfortunate we can't use the ships, though. That makes me sad. However, the airport should be next around the 40,000 mark is my guess. Let's take a look real quick before I break it off completely. Oh, it won't even show me. Okay. Well, that's my guess, guys. So another 7,000 people or so, and yeah, we'll be looking at hopefully some aircraft coming in and doing work. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for me here at the Freak Show. I will catch you guys tomorrow with more Cities Skylines. Until then, my name's Bumpy McSquigums, and I will see you later.